What could be worse than being hurled into a different timeline through a circle of magical stones? That's what caused the faery-folk's wrath, for revealing the truth. If you're not careful, they will mislead you and take your infant from its bed. As we witness Julia, Hermione Corfield, make a sacrifice to the milk stone for being a klutz in the opening scene of Outlander, Blood of My Blood episode 4, she is faced with this conundrum. Although Julia doesn't think fairies exist, she also didn't anticipate being thrust into Scotland in the 18th century, so who can say if a supernatural being isn't lurking in the shadows, ready to ruin her child's life? Julia recalls a discussion she had with Henry, Jeremy Irvine, in the past, in which Henry expressed his desire for his wife and child to be secure and healthy. Make amends with the fairy folk if that's what it takes. Additionally, it doesn't hurt to rub a large bunch of poison oak all over your body to ward off Lord Lovat's, Tony Curran, approaches. To safeguard her pregnant child, Julia did, in fact, sleep with Lord Lovat, but why would Henry stand in a brothel with a nude woman? Yes, exactly. The brunette Englishwoman Henry has been searching for has been located, as the brothel's proprietor promised. It's obviously not Julia, and Henry engages in a straightforward dialogue. When Brian, Jamie Roy, returns to Castle Leathers, he presents his father with a letter from the Grants. Lord Lovat must read this letter while using the restroom because he has been away for over a month. You have to leave when you have to. Take a look at the showrunner's attempts to be realistic. Recall that Lord Lovat cautioned the Grants that Ellen, Harriet Slater, was unfit to marry Malcolm, Hon Lumsden, but they saw no need to pursue the matter further because Lord Lovat lacked adequate proof. Knowing that if the Mackenzie brothers believed Ellen had fled with Malcolm Grant and Dougal, Sam Retford was stupid enough to beat Malcolm as a result, the news annoys Lord Lovat. Somewhere, there must have been a moral failing. Lord Lovat promises to locate it. Brian appears to be feeling very guilty. Later, after serving Lord Lovat some meal, Julia quickly displays her terrible rash, which she claims covers her entire body, in a casual manner. The fairy folk's curse for revealing the truth. Julia is clearly relieved when Brian offers to take her to the doctor since Lord Lovat is adamant that she do so. What a gentleman. Dougal and Colum, Seamus MacLean Ross, should learn from Brian. I say things 1,000 times if I say them once. They are the worst. Colum is reassured by Ellen that she will not wed Malcolm Grant. All they required Ellen advises Colum to inform the Grants that she is ill-tempered or ailing and that he is rescuing them from a life of suffering. Colum tells a story about a man named Graham who was once engaged to a Grant but no one has ever heard of him. He never heard back after he looked elsewhere. The story's lesson is that Ellen will probably be killed if she doesn't consummate the marriage. Cool. Ellen was promised to a vile household. Why would Colum act in this way? Money is the answer, of course. And strength. Colum has inherited a portion of the money that dear old dad spent carelessly. Some reckless spending, and Colum has inherited a fraction of the fortune he expected. Spoiler alert, big sister. The coffers are empty. And poverty is just a silver fork away for the Mackenzies. Colum implores Ellen to marry and be the eyes and ears of Castle Grant. Ellen is quick to retort that when you marry someone, you marry them body and soul. Her loyalty and allegiance will be with the Grants. She marches off in a huff and runs straight into the other brother in the hallway. Ellen officially can't catch a break. Dougal is totally Team Grant and instructs his sister to accept her role as he has accepted his. Ellen's eyes practically roll back into her head. She knows Dougal is just